Hi, I'm Brad Kuvin, editorial director of MetalForming magazine at the Precision Metal Forming Association. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with AJ Rupp. AJ is the president of Bruderer Machinery, and he's here today to talk about the market for high-speed stamping in North America and to also tell us all about a terrific event that Bruderer has coming up. Welcome, AJ. It's great to see you.
Thanks, Brad. It's great to see you too. It's great to be here with you.
Terrific. So, AJ, tell us a little bit about how you see the high-speed precision stamping market in North America. What are some of the hot target markets for this technology and why?
Well, Brad, the last 3 years for us, for Bruderer here in the Americas, we've been very busy. We've had back-to-back growth, and business has been, we basically we're still working off backlog through the end of this year. So it's been very busy. Some of the drivers are, we have a lot of demand nowadays for complete production systems. A lot of big companies, especially the Fortune 500s, they just don't have the resources or the time to engineer and build these systems anymore. So they rely on us to provide them with complete production systems. It's become pretty much the norm for our customers to order a press complete with material handling, part and scrap handling, power distribution, installation, training, the whole kit and caboodle. So they show us a part print, they tell us what their output is. We deliver a system that produces to that rate. That's been a big factor in our growth over the last 5 years. In addition to that, we're seeing a lot of growth in the automotive connector industry. A lot of increased content in these cars. We all know that. There's been a tremendous amount of demand, at least up until now, for new cars, and a lot of new complex connectors for the EV sector. In addition, on the EV side, we're seeing a lot of battery opportunities, whether they be drawing cans or making small components that are within the batteries. That's fueled a little bit of growth for us as well. Outside of automotive, the electric power distribution industry has expanded. Over the last 3 years, we've done 2 new greenfield sites in Mexico, and we are expanding existing sites here in the US. So circuit breaker business has been very good for all players in that area. Sorry about that.
Yep.
The medical device market continues to grow. We see a lot of new developments in robotics, and we've personally been involved in a lot of new diabetic delivery, we'll call them treatment systems, with some of the big players in that sector stamping needles and other components that go in the pumps and different components that fit in those devices. General stamping industry as a whole has been aggressively investing in new equipment. It just seems that the older equipment, just can't hold the tolerances anymore. So people are buying a lot of new Bruderer presses, a lot of new peripheral equipment, inspection equipments, the whole gamut of products that we sell. It's been a good time.
Excellent. Sounds good. So a lot of different end-use industries making use of high-speed stamping. So specific to any of those industries or the needs of those industries, tell us a little bit about the products or technologies that Bruderer has introduced in recent years to meet some of those specific needs.
Right. Well, I mean, as you know from past conversations, we develop our products based on our customer needs. We're close to the customers. We get a lot of feedback from them, and that kind of is where we come up with new developments. For the connector industry, one key area of development has been to increase the press bed space while maintaining high speed and absolute precision. This has led to the development of our latest machine, which is a BSTA 710-220. It's a 70-ton metric machine with a 2.2 meter bed. This allows for rather large progressive dies to be loaded into the machines. To complement these larger tool loading areas, we developed a BSA servo axis, which allows our customers to have up to 6 servo motors integrated within the press. These servo motors are capable of performing a variety of tasks. They can be used as additional feeders, as this, if you have a 2.2 meter progressive die, just to get the strip through the die becomes difficult to feed it from one side. So the servo motors can be used as an assist. They can also be used for milling, for threading, or for drilling. The possibilities are actually limitless. And these bigger beds combined with the BSA allow for extremely complex connectors to be produced in a progressive die, whereas normally there would be multiple standalone processes required. So that's a big part of our development over the last 5 years.
Okay.
And then some other developments, we've developed a new machine, the BSTL 350. It was developed primarily for the electronics industry, which is a simpler application than, for example, automotive connectors. And there's a very big market for that, mainly in the Asia Pacific region. So the press has been designed with basic requirements for that market. It comes with a standard option package with a basic servo feed, tonnage monitor, tool safety, and cam outputs. It's a fixed stroke machine. Customer has to choose between one of 4 available strokes. But we believe it's going to be a very good fit for that region and that industry. And that we've also, in addition to those developments, we've also continued to advance our servo feed program for both single and multi-strip applications with perfect integration with our machines and synchronization with the BSA servo axis. That's, given our customers a lot of flexibility and opportunity with the machines. So those are our main developments for the time being.
Excellent. Yeah, sounds like a lot of new developments. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
So you have an event coming up in April, right? Tell us a little bit more about the event, what the audience will see when they come. I know you mentioned earlier that you're going to have, 3 production lines, I think, on the floor, 2 with tools running production. Yeah, tell us about the event coming up in April.
So we're very excited for the event. We've branded the event Bruderer Tech Expo, and it's going to be a 3-day event from April 16th to the 18th. From an equipment standpoint, we're going to have all of the latest Bruderer technology on display. And a few of them, as you mentioned, will be running production. A few press lines will be running tooling and will demonstrate, the complete system, so to speak. We're also going to be displaying all of the latest peripheral equipment, from lubricating and cleaning to inspection, material handling, all of the things that would go around the Bruderer presses in a normal production environment. As you also know, we have some additional partners that we deal with from around the world. For example, Invernizzi, they are a producer of transfer presses out of Italy. They all have a machine here. SBT out of Austria, they make complex manufacturing systems. They're going to have a small machine here producing medical clips. And we're going to have I think we're going to have 3 or 4 different welding machines here, and we're going to basically do welding seminars with our customer, demonstrating how we can weld the strip and also the finished stamp product. So it's going to be a very busy show for sure.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
From a Bruderer standpoint, we will have the brand new BSTL 350 that we previously discussed. That will be here. It's going to be America's debut. That'll be running a production tool. We're going to have a 510 150, which is going to be equipped with 3 of the BSA servo axes and also a BSV 170 servo feed. That machine is going to be set up to really demonstrate the capabilities of the BSA servo axis. So it won't be running production, but it'll have the 3 servo motors set up on the bolster plate, all performing different functions so that customers can get an idea of how that technology plays into the production process.
Okay.
And we're going to have an BSDA 810 180, a big machine, 80-ton machine, also an integrated Bruderer 300 servo feed. We're looking for a big die to come in for that, but it's not certain yet, so we have our fingers crossed.
All right.
And we'll have two 10-ton mini Bruderers, one with one servo-driven and one standard mechanical-driven. Be running a small die in one of those machines. And as I mentioned, Inverness will be here with a 60-ton transfer press. It's a 14-station transfer press with a blank cup feature. And SBT is going to have a mini stamper on site producing small medical clips. We are also incorporating our friends from San Giacomo. They're going to have a couple of little presses here. What they are, we're not exactly certain of yet, but probably 20-ton and a 40-ton, something small.
Okay.
So that's
Sounds
the equipment side.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of equipment to see. That's fantastic. And then you'll also have some technical presentations, right? Along with the equipment on display. So what are some of the topics that will be covered during the technical presentations?
Right. It's a great question. This is a very important part, in my opinion, of the overall Tech Expo. You know, we're going to do presentations from the Bruderer side. We're going to cover the latest trends in high-speed stamping. Stepper from Germany has agreed to come over. They're sending their head of R&D over, Martin Hess. He's going to do a presentation on maintenance-free high-performance progressive dies, which is going to be, in my opinion, a highlight. That's going to talk a lot about creative ways to build, you know, these high-performance, larger progressive dies so that you don't have as many maintenance issues with them. It's going to be a great presentation. Otto Vision Systems coming over also from Germany. They're going to talk about advancements in inline inspection, focusing on their newest technologies, which are laser cut weld systems and laser marking systems, which operate on the fly with the press line. They use a laser to cut out the bad part and reattach the strip. And then their laser marking identification numbers and whatever on the parts, really neat stuff. RL Automation, we'll be talking about coating, cleaning, and preserving with modern day environmental considerations. Another interesting topic. We're all struggling a little bit with that. Inverness will be here to talk about transfer technology. SBT is going to provide a presentation on their stamped, formed, and welded assemblies. And Wintris Controls is going to be here talking about new advancements in die protection and cam features. So we have a schedule that we're going to publish. It's already partly published and it's going to be updated, but some of the presentations will be daily and some will alternate, you know, whether it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So people will have to determine what day they want to come based on what presentation they want to be a part of.
Sure. Okay.
And then from a social standpoint, I'll just add that we're gonna set this up as a really nice, gonna have a nice environment, great place for everyone to meet, not only with all of the suppliers that'll be here, but for our customers to mingle with each other. We're gonna theme the days based on a lot of the suppliers that'll be there. We're gonna have a Swiss day, a German day, an Italian day. So the catering will be, you know, set up to follow those themes. And it'll be a fun time. And then on Friday, the day when the show's over, we're going to have an employee day. We're going to do an American day, and all of our employees and their families will be invited to come in and see the equipment. So it's going to be a good time. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it sounds like a terrific event. So much to offer. So finally, AJ, so how can the folks watching this learn more about the event, how to register, and maybe see the schedule when it's completed?
So there's going to be detailed information on our website. We're marketing the show through MetalForming, not only obviously in print, but also in digital mediums. We're using all of the available social media outlets, and People, we're going to do everything we can to make sure as many people know about it as possible. But from our website and from all of the marketing materials, you're going to be able to get detailed information on all of the presentations that are going to be happening, the days of the show, the times. Everything will be made available. So should be pretty easy for people to register for the show and set up their trip and whatever else they need.
Yeah, fantastic. And what's the website again?
It's BrudererAmericas.com.
BrudererAmericas.com. Terrific. AJ, thanks for joining us and for sharing all that great info and telling us about the event. We will look forward to seeing you in April.
Thanks, Brad. I appreciate the time. I look forward to hopefully seeing you in April when we're here for the show.
Yeah, we'll be there.
All right, great.
Yep, take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.